Hey there, Industrialist. Cougar here, back with more Rise of Industry Bank a Billion gameplay. We are picking up right where we left off at the end of the last episode, in which our Arrow Rock, our starting town of Arrow Rock, leveled up into a city. I think in the last episode I called it a metropolis. Metropolis is the next level up, and that is the highest level. We are not at Metropolis stage yet, but note that in addition to a bookstore that I was so excited about because it will allow us to take advantage of our paper goods industry, we also got a diner, which is so much fun to play with, making burgers and ice, orange soda and pizza and pie and stuff like that. That's a lot of fun, that line, getting through the diner line. But for us, as much as I would like to focus on getting our book stuff up and running down here, we have to start this episode up in our other town of West Chatham because we got some serious issues up here that we have to deal with. There are the serious issues right there. So what happened last episode was I put down this warehouse here, and it automatically changed all of the input and output here to auto to the warehouse. It turned off my distribution lines and started using the warehouse instead, which obviously messed up all my lines. So we're going to turn all of these back to the manual distribution that I had going before that happened. And that is going to create a huge amount of traffic on these roads back here. With that in mind, I think what I'm going to do is pause here and try to hold on. Let's get ahead of this traffic a little bit. Let's turn all these lines back on, and now just figure out what we're going to do with these roads here, because we need one-way roads that are going to handle what is about to become a massive traffic jam. So let's start with one-way road that way and a one-way road this. Well, let's keep it on the right, I guess, to satisfy our sense of propriety. Get one going into town too. Let's see, into town, I guess we can leave it, let's leave it here. And by here I mean the trucks going into town will have the one-way road, so they don't all get ghosted immediately. And then we'll run a one-way road back the other way and make sure that it has a way to turn there. And then go to urban roads, make sure that trucks can turn there. And here, and there, and here. Okay, good. Should we do a one-way road on this side too? I don't know. On this side, I'm saying. Yeah, sure. Better safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and put our one-way roads down here. One that way, and then one keeping it on the right this way. Okay-ish, sort of. Urban road, make sure that these guys can turn when they need to. Okay, cool. All right, hopefully, now I'll speed time back up again. Hopefully the traffic won't get too horrific here. Remember that in the last episode I was having trouble making one-way roads out of these. I think we got a hot fix that now allows me to do that without messing up the trucks coming out of here. Oh, look at all the trucks. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is a mess. And what also happened there is once all these switched to warehouse, to the automatically sending stuff to the warehouse, my storage got packed full of copper tubing and copper wire. So we're going to have to unload all that copper tubing and copper wire, but let's wait until this initial flurry of trucks gets out of the way before we do that. Otherwise, we're just going to be creating some horrific gridlock here. I mean, it's already the worst I've ever seen. Listen to all the honking. Oh, I've made a terrible mess of things with that warehouse. And so now that we've sort of got that half fixed, oh jeez, what a terrible mess. What I want to focus on is getting West Chatham up to the next level, getting this up to city size as well. So with that in mind, what else can we be producing and providing here? Diodes need copper wire and glass. We can ship some glass up from Arrow Rock and make diodes using the copper wires up here. What else? What else? While this was open. I should have done this all while this was open. I'm going to ignore all this. We have no way to unload any advanced food products up here as we would down at the diner down in Arrow Rock. And there's not much else we can supply to the hardware store. I mean, we could give them some sand. You want some sand? Not going to make any money selling them sand, but it would at least supply one additional product, one additional demand. Contract auction, deliver 28 marbles to Yates Center. Now that is something that we can actually do. So that's the toy store. Here at the toy store, we're supplying them with fluff, we're supplying them with teddy bears, we're supplying them with toy trains and wooden trains, and that's it. So we could also be supplying them with marbles and toy furniture and the dollhouse, which is going to require a doll, which is going to require fluff and light fabric, which would require us to get some textile production up and running, which we don't really have any of right now. So, oh, it's just gridlock. It's just a massive gridlock here. What a mess. What a mess. Holy smolians. Make sure that that's an urban road so people can turn off there. I think this is all going to sort itself out in time. I think we just need to be patient and let it do its thing for a while. In the meantime, why don't we do our marble production? So we can add some marble production to our massive toy factory industrial complex here. I think we've maxed out the amount that we can put down around our air purifier. Maybe not. Maybe we can squeeze one more factory there. As you get farther away from the air purifier, its effectiveness diminishes, so we could do some terraforming to do a couple more up here to the north and down here. But you know what? We've got so much water stacked up at this water well here. All this water well is supplying is this one air purifier. So why not spend the money, do another air purifier, and not have to worry about packing any more stuff in around this warehouse? The traffic around here seems to be doing okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a one-way road here because, well, nope. That immediately slowed those trucks down again. So that's an issue. Let's get that back to a regular road so that those trucks don't immediately slow down again. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It could be a bug, or I could be doing something wrong with the roads. So I'm not really sure. There is an update coming. 1.1 update is about to be released, possibly this weekend. That's going to fix a lot of issues. I know that there are tons of little glitches and bugs that are being addressed with this next update, so looking forward to that. But what we want to do here is we want to be able to send glass up there to combine with the dye. We're not making any dye. Why don't we start with the dye and get some of that going? So we've got room over here, I think. Let's just do one berry farm over here. We've got plenty of water. I'd like to put the berry farm down within range of this water tower. We got a little bit of room over here on the east side, but that's where the gas is, and I don't want to. We may need that gas at some point. Who knows? So why don't we do it over here? It's not going to create any pollution, so we can do it right up next to town. So let's go to farms, get a plantation to make berries with. And that's going to be within range of either of these warehouses, really. It doesn't really matter. How about over here? That looks good. Set it back off the road to allow us to expand if we need to. And then berry fields. Uno. Dos. Flip. Tres. Catorce. And that's not gonna fit. And there's no more room for a fifth field. I don't think we're gonna need a fifth field, to be quite honest. We're not gonna be having to create that much that much dye. Yuck. Yuck roads, traffic. Yuck. Look at all these ghosted trucks on my roads. What is happening here? I've made a mess of these roads. Just making sure that all these are set to one way. Not sure why they're all just stuck. Should we get a one-way road going into town here? Try to get one coming out too. One going in, one coming out. Is that gonna help or hurt? No way to know until this all clears out. How about this big flurry of trucks up here has sort of evened out. Why don't we distribute one of the products that we've been accidentally stockpiling here? We'll send the copper wire into the ironmongery in West Chatham, and then once that stuff all clears out, we'll send the copper wire. Go, you should be leaving now. I'll bet all the warehouse trucks are stuck on the road right now. Oh my gosh, I have made a horrible mess here. Are you carrying copper wire? No? I think it's just that we have no trucks is the problem. All right, when all those trucks come back, that'll start working again. All right, the plantation's going, turning out berries, which we need to make dye. I didn't think this through very well. I should have done it up here. All right. Well, we'll put the factories up here anyway. We need a textile factory to make dye. And we'll set let's just let the warehouse take care of the dye, and then we'll do a trade route. Maybe we'll ship it. Why don't we start with 2 textile factories making dye? We will ship the dye directly to, I think that's a tier 1 product. Yeah. Directly to the warehouse down here, which is warehouse 6, I think. Yeah, warehouse 6. And then we'll use the dye, we'll combine the dye with some glass that we bring up from Arrow Rock to make marbles. So we can directly distribute our berries here to Textile Factory 1 and Textile Factory 2. That's going to add even more traffic to our already jammed up roads. Wow, I've just done this terribly badly. Jeez. All right, let me try to fix this. These guys should be going into town this way, and these guys should be coming out that way. Now, luckily, we're making lots of money, so that I can afford to futz around like this without dramatically cutting into our profits. Oh, what a mess. Oh, what a mess. I'll speed that up a little bit. You're also going to need, what, water? Oh, another town is leveling up. Who's leveling up? Congratulations, some town somewhere. Johannesburg. Congratulations, guys. Happy birthday. Well done. They're now only a town. They're going kind of slowly. 47 wooden planks to Dove Creek. No thanks. Now we need to get some water up to our textile factory up here. So water siphon, added direct distribution to our factories, Textile Factory 1 and Textile Factory 2. Okay, I missed some auction there. I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, that was the wood planks. Yeah, never mind. We don't want the wood planks. Okay, our textile factories are getting berries and they're getting water and they're making dye, and then they'll be sending their dye somewhere. Let's make sure that we have a road dragged across here so that the trucks can get directly out of there. You know, I don't know why these trucks would be ghosted. I guess they were ghosted a long time. They've just been ghosted. But look, the traffic is moving-ish. Have we gotten rid of any of this? Yeah, all right. They're sending some copper tubing out. Let's go ahead and set up a line for the copper wire to the ironmongery in West Chatham. There goes some trucks carrying copper wire to sell. I am not a road master. My roads are horrible. And you know, I've seen people go with overpasses. I've never. You can make overpasses, and they will probably help in certain situations. I've never made a single overpass, and I should probably start. All right, so we've got dye coming in now. So now it's time to start thinking about our glass. Let's just turn off the distribution. Are we distributing from the warehouse, or are we selling from here? We're selling from here, so let's turn off the distribution to the construction goods store. Let's turn off the selling and instead send it to the warehouse so that we can set up a trade route. Was that this one that I just did that on so I can copy it? No. Turn that off. Get this to the warehouse. Now I can copy either of these. Shift X, Shift click and click and click and click. And now all of those should have my new settings. Construction goods off, warehouse 3 on. Okay. Yep, just double checking. Just want to make sure. Okay, so now the glass will be going to warehouse 3. Now we can set up a trade route request from this warehouse, warehouse 6. We will need glass, which is a tier 1 product. And we will need maybe 20 glass. See how that goes. And then we need additional factories. You know what? Let's just start with 2 marble factories and let's try to build them around our existing air purifier. I know I said we were going to put down another air purifier, but I just don't think we're going to be turning out that much marble. We're not going to need that many marble factories. So let's go to factories, toy factory. Put one down here. Which way are you guys facing? One down here, and then I think we're going to have to terraform out a little bit of this hill here to make room back in here. It's going to be a little expensive. It's only $500,000. We can do that. Should be enough. Switch this to marbles and set up a distribution line to the toy factory in West Chatham. Now we can, oops, sorry. Deliver 14 leather to Great Meadows. We could probably do that, but I want to focus on this. I don't want to get distracted. So let's do another toy factory here. The other ones are already off the road. Well, this could be off the road too. I terraformed it enough that it could be off the road. Should we start with... Let's start with 3 toy factories. See if... how that does. Whoops, that's a one-way road. Careful. Careful doing one-way roads out of things. They won't work. Oh, the question is going to be, are those within range of this warehouse? Which they're not, but we've researched the tech that allows us to add radius tiles. So that should take both of these. And the way you can tell that is if you switch this off of manual to auto. Is there a warehouse in range? There are 2 in range, in fact. So, good. Okay, so dye is going to be coming into the warehouse here. Oh, we've already got dye. Excellent. And then that'll be going out to our factories as soon as I hook this up with a road. Demand of wheat plus 41% for 12 months in West Chatham. That's fine. We're already selling some overflow wheat here. We got lots of wheat coming in. All right, let's just speed this up and see if we get some glass up here. It might take a minute for them to stockpile enough glass to send it via truck. Are you stockpiling any yet? No. But there's a chance that they've already sent some. No, I don't see any trade route trucks going north. We may not just not have a lot of glass to go around. We're sending some to these glassworks to make glass tubes, but all the rest of it should be going to the warehouse. As long as we don't have a line set up at the warehouse to sell that glass, oops, which we do, shoot, my bad. That's why we weren't stockpiling any, because we were sending it all to be sold as soon as it was coming in. All right, my bad. Now it'll stockpile a little bit and then send some up as soon as it has enough in here. Actually, that's probably it right there. Is that it? Is that it? Yep, there's glass. Hold on. Whoop. I should have done wait until full. Where are you going, my friend? Did I accident? Why are you going to Johannesburg? He he's going north through this other town here. What the freak? What do you not have a way to get? How how is that possible? Hang on. What's going on here? Hmm. I'm just trying to add some roads in town here because why would those trucks went all the way over here to Johannesburg? Whoa, baby. Whoa. That was weird. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I gotta pause here for a second. Who are you and why are you going this route to get to West Chatham? You can't even get to West Chatham this way unless you go all the way around. What? Well, trucks are coming back this way. Did I complete some, did I have some kind of contract going there or something that we did in the last episode? Why are these trucks going this way? No, this is one of our glass trucks. This is also going in completely the wrong direction. Dudes, where are you going and why? Hold on, let me pause and follow this truck. We gotta follow this truck. I'll speed it up. Where are you going? Why are you going across the entire map to get where you're supposed to go? Holy cow. There must be a break in the road down here somewhere. But no, because those other trucks are coming back on this route. I have no idea. That was weird. Was that a temporary blip? Or is that a serious problem? Let's see if we see any more going that way. There's another one. All right, now, I've never seen this happen before, and as I said, whew, wow, that's a problem. As I said, though, there is a glitch fix update coming. Let me just really, really examine this route and see what could possibly be the problem here. See if I can figure out what the problem is. I don't see any reason why trucks couldn't go north from here. And even if there was a problem on this leg, they could go around this way. So it would have to be between the northern end of town and the next city. Truck's coming back. Guys, we're gonna have to write that off to a glitch for now. Maybe they couldn't get through this intersection. Maybe this intersection was the problem. I don't know, but regardless, we've gotten some glass here, even though it went around the entire freaking map to get here. But we do have glass here, turning out glass at our toy factories, our new toy factories. Turning out marbles at our new toy factories. So that's good, I guess. So trucks can come out of here and go left, but they can't come up here and go right. These trucks are having no problem doing that. Okay, here comes a truck coming up from the north, and he's carrying glass, so whatever the issue was, we may have fixed it with this little roundabout here. This turn may have fixed whatever the issue was. Ooh, jeez, that was terrifying. Okay, but it's fixed-ish, sort of. Okay, and how we doing up here? Everything here is working, doing its thing, cool. Everything here is working, doing its thing, cool. And traffic isn't as bad as it was, maybe. Maybe that's improved. Oops, 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 no, 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 something's wrong here. Because trucks are coming around and turning around instead of making some turn that they're supposed to be able to make. Why can't you come this way? Puzzling. Some of these traffic issues are puzzling me. Why are you ghosted? Sorry, I just got to stare at this traffic for a minute. See what it's doing. Ooh, that's... Could have a road across there. Guys, my road creation skills need work. I am not a road master by any stretch of the imagination. I've seen some of the road layouts that people have made. I mean, I've seen screenshots and videos and stuff, and yeah, my road making skills are poor at best. I need a lot of improvement on handling this traffic. Or, I mean, I can handle it, just not in a very pretty or efficient way. I would like to be better at it. So we'll work on that. All right, we were going to focus. Somebody else leveling up. Congratulations to Foxborough. Foxborough leveling up. Way to go, Foxborough. Happy birthday. I think we're about maxed out on what we can supply here in Chatham, but their population is still kind of low. 413,000. I think we need to be up around 500,000 for it to level up. So I think we're still a ways away from this town leveling up. As much as I would like it to, I'd like to speed it along. I don't see that there's that much else that we can be supplying them. Diodes, yes. And as long as we're bringing glass up here, truck speed increased in Miltonsburg. Nah, thank you. As long as we're bringing glass up here, how much glass do we have here? 19 glass. I mean, they'll send us however much we want. Have we unlocked the diodes if we wanted to, if we decided we actually wanted to build them? No. So why don't we get that going? We also want to... Shoot, I kind of did this backwards. I should have done... Let's do books. Let's do diodes first, since I really want to... Let's put the deluxe books on hold, since that's a very heavy-duty research. Bang out these diodes, and then go back to the paper mill stuff. Let's get books first, then deluxe books, newspapers, and thin cardboard. And we also unlocked a tech that will let us put even more money into our research. So why don't we do that? Now, these smelters, they are getting what they need. We're not turning out quite enough iron ore to supply this many steel factories. So, but they will eventually get the iron ore they need. It's just taken a while. But for now, let's go over to the headquarters, go to the research tab, and up our research investment to $1 million a month. We can afford it. We brought in $3.4 million last month, and we're at $200 million in the bank right now. So we are a fifth of the way to $1 billion, a fifth of the way, and it will just start snowballing from here. Especially now that we're unlocking the advanced stuff in the research tree, and going to start giving them some of that stuff. Should we do some books right now? I really would like to focus on West Chatham for a while, since it's going to take quite a while for Arrow Rock to level up to a metropolis. So let's focus on getting West Chatham to city. Um, these toy factories aren't getting the fluff they need, and I think that may be because I messed up these distribution routes. Toy Factory 15, 16, 14, 15, and yeah, 14. Wait a minute. Toy Factory 16, 15, 14, 15, and 16. So you should not be sending... Why... It's sending it to 2 Toy Factory 15s for some reason, which there may, in fact, be 2 Toy Factory 15s. Yeah. Let's change this to fluff so that we know that it's not this one we want. That's the one we've got. Shoot. See, that was the problem. It was sort of sending it to the wrong one. Choose destination, the factory, Toy Factory 15. And now let me copy that setting. That was this one, right? Oh, there's another Toy Factory 15. Let's make this one fluff too. Alright. So that is distributing to Toy Factory 14, 15, and 16, and the Toy Store with any overflow. So let's copy that and make sure that all the rest of these have that setting. Okay. All right, so that we're churning out enough teddy bears for the kitties. Kitties need their teddies. R&D alert, we finished books or something. Oh no, we finished the diodes. So now we could be combining glass with copper wire to make diodes to sell in town. So should we bring the glass to the copper, or should we bring the copper to the glass? I think we're going to bring glass to copper. Yep, we've got room to expand up here. So let's go with a home goods factory to make the diodes. It's too fat to fit there. You big fat factory. So hopefully that will be within range of that air purifier. Maybe another one. That's going to be tight, but I want to get it right up on as close to the air purifier as possible. All right, so we're going to have to direct distribute to those. Why can't you get where you need to go? Oh, you can. Okay, good. All right, so let's set additional distribution for our copper wire to our home goods factories, 1 and 2. Home goods 1 and home goods 2. And then copy that setting and paste it into all these others to make sure they're getting enough copper while also selling it in town. And then we're going to need to get glass up here. I should have thought this through a little better. Why are you stuck? He needs water. You shouldn't need water. Water tower, are you not giving these guys the water they need? Why not? What did I mess up here? Is it possible we're just not turning out enough? We're sending water to the water tower. We're sending it to the air purifier. We're sending it to 2 textile factories. We could just be taxing our water output. These guys are all waiting on water. Now I read about an alleged bug on the forums where this water tower maybe just stops sending stuff, and if we demolish it, nope. All right, these guys are getting the water. I just think we're between 2 cotton plantations, 2 crop fields, a berry plantation, livestock farms, and the industries we put down up here, the textile industries. I just think that we're overburdening our water production a little bit. In which case, why don't we try putting down a water well instead of another water siphon? It's going to be tight squeezing another water siphon in here, so let's go with a water well. And see about... There's sort of kind of room for it here. And then harvesters. Hook it up. We gotta figure out how we're getting glass here. I guess we'll just set up another request route for glass, and you can store maybe 10 glass. And that is really going to be putting taxing our glassworks and smelter supply here. So we've got plenty of coal to make more glass. So why don't we do that? We may be running a little low on the sand, but I think we might have enough to do one more round of glassworks here. Maybe two. Maybe we could do two. If there's room enough around the air purifier, we're just running out of space at the air proximity. We're getting a little out of range of the air purifier there. Okay, so now we got to distribute to smelter 6, smelter 5, which is probably a duplicate. Yeah, that's a duplicate. So let's change this to just plain old glass and glass 2, so that we know we're sending the sand to the right ones. And this may be putting a little bit of a strain on our glass supply in general. Excuse me, on our sand supply. Sand is what I meant to say. Sending it to glass 1 and glass 2, glass 2 and glass 1. And I think, yeah, we've got all the harvesters we can have down here, so we can't bring in any additional sand. These guys should get all the coal they need automatically from the warehouse. The warehouse is doing all our coal distribution right now. And it's got plenty in there. It's got 20. So let's give that a minute, make sure those get up and running. Double check their distribution they are sending to the warehouse. So that'll be available as trade route material. And I guess that'll go all the way up here to this warehouse and be used in our... let's go ahead and set a selling line for these. Let's sell those at the hardware store, commercial ironmongery in West Chatham. Commercial ironmongery in West Chatham. Okay. We probably should have got the infrastructure up and running before we put these factories down, because they're just sitting there costing us money right now. But, you know... Oh! Water siphon production minus 75% because it's a drought. I should have looked up here at the events when trying to figure this out. We did not actually need this additional water well here. I'm going to send that water to the closest warehouse and to the water tower. Water tower is under farms. Water tower 2. But yeah, I guess this drought was probably in effect when I was trying to figure out what was going on with these plantations and stuff. And I just didn't notice because I wasn't paying attention. All right, we've sorted most of this stuff out, and our new glass factories are getting the supplies that they need to turn out glass. Our glassworks and smelter here is waiting on sand. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about here, is we don't have quite enough sand coming in now to supply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 glassworks. I think we need an additional sand collector, folks. So let's do one here. Let's do one here, maybe. Maybe only... You probably don't need lots and lots of collectors. Do a little terraforming here to make this even. Put another collector there. And one here. Alright, four is more than enough. We don't need 5, definitely. And I think we should, now that we're going to have a lot of traffic on this road now, so let's go ahead and make that urban. And let me copy the settings so that all that distribution is copied over. Got one harvester not hooked up here. Okay. Yeah, are all these waiting on sand? They're all waiting on sand. Okay, so that was good. We needed that. And now they're all ready to go. Now they've got all the sand they need. So cool. All right, are we making diodes yet? No. I think we're probably still waiting on our first shipment of... I should have done, let me hold these until full. I should have done all these trade routes should be held until full. That's already selected, that can be selected, that can be selected, and that can be selected. Okay, good. The cotton route is disabled right now. That's fine. You guys are waiting on fluff. We're turning out plenty of fluff here, folks. Why are you not getting fluff? You're waiting on cotton. That could just be a traffic issue. We've got 53 cotton here. It's just a traffic issue. I just made a mess of this traffic. Oh, it's horrible. I mean, I'd have to just tear it all out and start from scratch, which I may do at some point, but I won't make you sit through that. That's going to be boring. I want you to get fluff, though. Get that man some fluff. He needs to make teddy bears. The kids are crying. They're sad. But we're selling marbles. You got glass for diodes yet? No? Wait, he's got glass. He's waiting on copper wire. Why is he waiting on copper wire? Why is he waiting on copper wire? You're supposed to be sending copper wire to those. What happened? I thought I set these. Did I copy the wrong one maybe and pasted it onto these? Do you have those as destinations now? You do. All right. Now those will be making diodes soon. As soon as they get some copper. The drought has ended. Still waiting on water at a lot of these fields. But we may just be running a little backlog of water. Keep an eye on these, make sure that those work. Speed it up to 3 times. Yay! We're making diodes at Home Goods Factory 1. And we're up to 215 million in the banco. Alright, so that's 2 additional products supplied to West Chatham, prospering 428,000 residents on their way to 500,000. What else can we supply them? We're supplying them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products at the hardware store, which is good. Demand of gas has increased in Yates Center. We don't care. Both my home goods stores are making diodes now. I think we're supplying West Chatham with about all we're going to be able to supply it with right now. And as far as what makes sense, you know, because we don't want to be producing olives just to sell olives. We want to be the only reason I'd be interested in making olives is if I could up-produce them into olive oil, and then up-produce the olive oil into something like a bag of potato chips. I'm not just going to build an olive farm to sell olives. It makes no sense. I mean, you could probably, you know, win by doing that kind of thing. These toy factories... Guys, there's fluff at the warehouse. No, there's not. That's cotton. There's cotton at the warehouse. Well, they're making teddy bears now. It just took a while for them to get their fluff. Probably because I botched these roads so terribly, so massively. Made such a mess of them. These trucks are now paying $1,600 for their truck route carrying copper. Jeez, it's a lot. The shipping costs are pretty huge. All right, so let's turn our attention to Arrow Rock and the bookstore that we've got down here now. They're demanding books. They're demanding newspapers. Both of those require printed paper. No. Yeah, printed paper and ink for the newspapers and just printed paper for the books, but a lot of it. The deluxe books require printed paper and leather. Printed paper requires paper rolls and ink. Now, we are also already creating paper rolls over here and ink over here. But this is the foundation of our company right here. You know, if we start fiddling around with this stuff, it's just going to end up... We'll make more money in the end, but it's going to disrupt an already profitable chain. So why don't we go with a whole nother chain over here? To do that, so we've got the room here, and we've got room over here. I think either way, we're going to have to do some terraforming. And there's water. There's water over on this side, so I'm going to go on this side. And let's terraform out that hill. That's going to be expensive, but I've got the money to do it. That's $1 million or more. It's $500,000. I missed one little square there. Okay. All right. Now let's, you know what? Let's try to make this a little neater than I've been making it. Let's start with the roads. Let's start with a road there. And now, I think we're going to need an air purifier, which is going to require water. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be within range of any air purifiers here. So let's start with an air purifier. So we're within range of 2 different warehouses here, especially if I bounce up the radius on this one. So let's bounce up the radius on this one and let this one handle some of the distribution. The roads here don't seem to be too terrible. We can do a little one-way roadage here to improve this situation. But that should be okay. Ah, shoot, no. We need a road. We need this. Okay. So that they can turn left. Should they need to? No, they're still going around. I just want to see one truck turn left here so that I know that I didn't screw that up. No, nobody wants to turn left. Everybody's going right. Strange. Strange traffic patterns here. Not sure why. Just my ineptitude, no doubt. So, we were going to do book production over here. And we were going to start from scratch. So we're going to start with a pollution building, air purifier. That looks central-ish. That should do. And then let's start with some, well, do we need water? No, we're turning out water here. Are you storing water at your warehouse? Yeah, a little bit. So that is within range, so it's going to send it there automatically. And now we can start with, let me pause before doing this. Pause before building. And start with paper mill turning out. Yeah, see, I should have paused before building that other one because now I've kind of screwed this up, haven't I? terribly efficient. Let's start with... Oh, you know what we should really start with is another lumber yard. I think that we're turning out enough lumber over here. Yeah, we're turning out a lot there. Maybe we should just pull our... Let's see what happens if we try just pulling our lumber from here. And we can either direct distribute it or just send it over to here to the warehouse. Let's start with a line to the warehouse over here. Raw resources, wood, to the next closest factory, which is 3. All right, double check. Yes. And let's see. Oh, that's a one-way road. Misclicked. And, okay, so we're going to be making paper there. That's going to be getting wood from the warehouse. 2 paper rolls to supply 1 books factory. Let's do 3 paper rolls. No, let's start with 2 paper rolls. Change this to books. Now, I think we're going to need 3 paper roll factories because books themselves require 3 paper rolls to make 1 book. No, 3 printed paper. And so we're going to take the paper rolls, we're going to turn them into printed paper. That's going to be next. Change this to printed paper. That's going to require ink. And we're going to need 3 printed paper to make 1 book. So we got to turn out a lot of printed paper here. I think 1 more printed paper, I think. Massively inefficient and somewhat ugly, but should sort of kind of work. As long as we got ink coming here. So we're going to have to send ink to paper mill 20, 21, 22, and 23. So let's do that. We may need to build another ink factory. We got 4 here. That may not be enough. So let's add distribution here to factories. Oh, good. There are only 4 demanding it right now. 21, 20, 22, and 23. And then copy that and paste it into all these. Okay. Double check. You've got. Yep. Okay, good. 22, 23. Good. All right. So, getting ink. Should be getting paper eventually. We can direct send these to those as well so that they don't have to go back to the warehouse first. Sorry, I'm just I'm missing my clicks here. 20, 21, a 22, and a 23. And then copy that one, paste it here and here. And then, once we get printed paper, then we're going to need books. So let's do more paper mills. You're going to change to books. And that is our final production, so that can be sold at the commercial bookstore in Arrow Rock. They're going to get their first shipments from us. They're going to be so excited. Let's start with 2 regular books for now, and then we'll do 1 deluxe book. Once we've unlocked it, have we unlocked it? Yes, we have unlocked it. But to do deluxe books, we're going to need leather. And we're going to have to bring that leather down from up top, from up north. So let's start with 1 deluxe books, and then get a little bit of leather coming down here. All right. Let's speed up time. That's going to take a minute to get up and running. Oh, shoot. They're going to need water, too. This may not be enough water. I think we're going to need more water here. So I'm going to put down another water siphon over here. Gatherer, water siphon. 1, 2, 3. I can mess with the terraforming here. That may give us the ability to make 2. Nope, just 1. All right, well that's going to have to be enough. It may be enough anyway. And should we let the warehouse handle the water? I prefer to let the warehouse handle the water. Water is such a tricky liquid governed by gravity that I want somebody else to deal with it. So paper mills are getting wood and water. You know, if I expand this radius, those may be within that range. We may not have to send it anywhere. Yeah, they are. All right, we're not going to send this to the other warehouse then. We'll just let them distribute it from here, in which case let me make the road network make a little bit more sense in that way. Oh, God. It's not it's not good. It's not good. My roads are not good. Look at how inefficient these roads are. Dude. Not good. Paper mills should be getting... are my printed paper places? They just need the ink. These are getting ink and paper. I don't think we have enough to supply those. I think we need to add distribution lines here. Cost of all buildings reduced in Dove Creek. No thanks. I think in addition to selling this stuff, without totally disrupting that line, we're just going to add additional distribution to these other factories. Paper Mill 20. No, not Paper Mill 20. Yes, Paper Mill 20. 23. Oh, good. Sorry, I keep missing my clicks. It could be the beers. You say we're not producing any beers. Yeah. You should check out my fridge. Copy, paste, and paste, and paste. Now those all should be sending, yes, to our printed goods, printed paper, and then our printed paper will go to our books. They're already making books, folks! Our bookstore is going to get its first shipment of books soon. Now we got to get leather down here. Slow this down a bit. I got to send some leather to the warehouse. Closest warehouse. Shift X and paste. Now they'll be stockpiling some leather in there, and now we can set up a trade route. We can set up a request for leather down here. Livestock product, leather, bring me 20 leather. Nah, I really only need 10. We're only using it in that one deluxe bookstore right now. He has all the printed paper he needs to be making his deluxe books as soon as we bring him the leather he wants. In which case, it seems like there's enough printed paper to go around. Why don't we make another one of these deluxe bookstores? Jeez, what have I done? What have I done? I've just... Jeez. Bad cougar. Not good. But we're going to have to now add that paper mill, which is paper mill 24, onto all of these lines. Oh, I thought we were sending this directly to our bookstores. Apparently not. All right, we're letting the warehouse handle it. That's fine. Whatever. Do we have a lot? No. We're using it as soon as it comes in, it's going right back out again. What are you waiting on? Wood. Maybe over demanding our wood here. Do you have all of your harvesters? Yes. Do you? Yes. Can't be doing any additional wood harvesting there. If the wood continues to be a problem, we'll just build another lumberyard, which I probably should have done right off the bat. Yeah, there's a big delay in getting wood to him. Let's see if it becomes a problem for more than one of these, then we'll do something about it. But for now, it's just this one that's not getting what it needs. The warehouse should be handling all that, unless this warehouse is not in range, in that this paper mill is not in range. No, because then it already has one wood. It's just waiting for its second wood. Guys, we're making our first books. Look, they got the leather they need. They got the printed pages they need. Now we're making deluxe books, and the deluxe books are selling for big bucks in Arrow Rock. Deluxe books sell for $97,000 a shipment. Now compare that to, say, regular books, which are making $131,000 a shipment, and they're fully demanded. They should be at least partially supplied by now. Are you guys not getting your books? You're sending these books into town, right? Yeah, to the bookstore. Just not enough, apparently. They want more books. We can accommodate them, I think. We can afford to ramp up a bit here. We've got enough water. We need more paper. Excuse me, we need more wood to supply the paper. It feels like this paper mill is hung up on something. Something's not right here. Why aren't you getting wood? He's not getting wood. A little Viagra could help you with that, my friend. All right, another lumberyard. Another lumberyard it is. You asked for it, you're going to get it. Go to gatherers. Yes, go to gatherers. Select a lumberyard. Put a lumberyard anywhere the heck we want. Should be fine there. Some harvesters. Just enough trees to get them started around here. Yeah, we can't afford to lose a single tree here, can we? Well, we're going to have to lose one tree because of the way I placed this. We're going to have to plant a couple of trees, or these, yeah, that'll sort of work. Have to take down one tree. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 harvesters going. Now we just got to get this to a road. Trying to take down as few of the trees as we can in the process. And are you within range of any warehouse? You are, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to send them all the way back here to this warehouse to then come back this way. Why don't we set direct distribution to some of... We'll set to the warehouse 2, but we'll also set directly to the closest factories. Paper mill 4... No, that's these paper mills. We want paper mill 19, 20, 18 in that range. There's 19, there's 18, there's 20. Okay. Deliver 18 dollhouse to Miltonsburg. I'd love to be able to if we were making any dollhouses, but we're not. Paper mill here is waiting on one additional printed paper. That's coming. It's coming. We got to get this up and running to really get this operating at max efficiency, or at least somewhat efficient. I can't say I'm going for max efficiency. Just look at my damn layout. I'm just looking to make money. I don't care if it's efficient. I just want to make money, and I am. Despite all the building we did last month, we still brought in $2 million, and now with hardly any building, we brought in $2.5 million. West Chatham, new loans reduced. We're not interested in taking out any additional loans. We got plenty of money. Oh, a little bit of a traffic jam here. Maybe I could give these guys another route up here. Ease some of that congestion coming right out of the gate here. Oh, that eased up. How we doing? Everything's producing books. We got our books going. I was hoping to end the episode on a level up for West Chatham, but we're still quite a ways from them leveling up. We're only at 45,000, excuse me, 454,000 population, and I think that needs to be up around 500,000 for it to level up. So I don't think we're going to make that level up in this episode. Still having fluff issues, still having issues getting our fluff here. And I don't know why that would possibly be. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fluff factories supplying 3 toy factories. And these guys only need 2 fluff per teddy bear. So, I mean, 1 additional fluff factory, maybe that would help. Why don't we try that? We're right at the edge of usefulness for the rest of this, of the air purifier here. I'm going to give them 1 more fluff factory to work with and see if that keeps these teddy bears coming out a little bit more regularly. Yeah. So, you know, when you get into kind of this, we're kind of mid-game now, and when you get into mid-game, a significant amount of your time is just going to be spent refining stuff, refining your networks so that they operate a little bit more smoothly. And that's kind of where we are right now. We're just not doing quite as much building, although we did build up all of our books, all of our bookstore stuff, and we did build up our marble production up here. And we did build our diode factories over here. So with that, with a smattering of new production and me not confident about us getting West Chatham to level up this episode, why don't we call it an episode here and pick this up in the next episode with figuring out what to do next and figuring out why these damn teddy bear factories aren't getting enough fluff. Ah! All right. That's for next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the Bank a Billion playthrough. We are up at $250 million in the bank, pulling in almost $3 million a month. Probably we are pulling in $3 million a month when things are operating smoothly and we're not building stuff. So good on us there. We are marching toward $1 billion, and things are only going to accelerate from here. So leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying it. We'll be back with more Rise of Industry in the next episode. Stay profitable, industrialists.